For a lot of people, myself included, managing medications isn't something that happens all at once. It creeps up on you. One prescription becomes two, then maybe a blood pressure pill or something for cholesterol, a heart medication or three, a sleep aid, a few vitamins, a supplement that your friend swears by, maybe an herbal tea at night. And before you know it, you're standing at the kitchen counter wondering, hang on, did I already take this? If that sounds familiar, welcome to my world. On today's episode, we're going to talk about managing our medications and how that can help us lead to more effective control and awareness over the things we're putting into our body and how they affect us, and ultimately how they can affect both our sleep and our mood. I'm Jay, and this is Somnilopod. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. As we get older, medications often become part of the landscape of just staying healthy. Not necessarily a sign that something has gone wrong, although sometimes it takes something going wrong to get on a medication. But I'm one of those people who was raised not to question what the doctor says. He or she gives you a pill, you take that pill. But here's the catch. Medications only help when we understand them well enough to use them safely. And that includes knowing what we take, why we take it, when we take it, and how everything interacts once it's all in the same body. So today, we're going to slow that conversation down just a little bit. Now, medications don't exist in isolation. They affect systems. Your heart rate, your blood pressure, liver metabolism, kidney function, sleep, mood. When you add multiple prescriptions together, plus over-the-counter drugs and supplements, the effects can stack up in ways that aren't always obvious. And some interactions are dramatic and well-known. And your doctor will tell you this stuff. He'll say, hey, don't take this if you have eaten a grapefruit, or, don't drink orange juice when you're doing this medication. Others can be subtle. A supplement that slightly thins the blood, or an antihistamine that may cause daytime grogginess. An all-natural product that changes how quickly your liver breaks down a prescription medication. None of these things are inherently bad, but they matter. And here's the part that people often miss. Most medication issues don't happen because somebody did something reckless. They happen because no one ever sat down and looked at the whole picture. Different doctors prescribe different medications. Pharmacies fill what they're given. Supplements are bought separately. And the only place all of that information truly comes together is with you. But I know it sounds like a burden, but don't think of it as a burden. Think of it as an opportunity. And let's start with the basics. You don't need a complicated system to track all of this. You just need a reliable one. First, keep a single, and this is important, keep a single up-to-date medication list. One list, not three lists, not mostly in your head, because that's where I tend to lose it. I try to keep all that stuff in my head. Write it down. The things you need to include: medication or supplement name, the dose, when you take it, and why you take it. And now this can live anywhere. It can live on your phone. It can live in a notebook. You may even have a page in the back of your address book where you keep things like this. I know my mom always did that. She actually also graduated to a little index card that she kept in her pill box. So having it on a printed page in your wallet even can help facilitate some things. The format really matters less than the habit. And bring this list to every single medical appointment you have. even if you think the provider already knows. Trust me, I have worked in healthcare for coming up on 37 years. Oh my gosh. And communication between medical offices isn't always reliable, so take that list with you. Second, use a pill organizer strategically. Weekly pill boxes work well, especially if you refill them at the same time every week. I tend to use a bi-weekly one just because I have so many pills that I take. It gets to be a little tedious. That one small ritual can help prevent double dosing, missing doses, and a whole lot of second guessing. Don't just set the pill bottles on the shelf by the sink in the kitchen and try to remember okay, I got to take this one and then this one and this every night. Make it a little more organized than that. And you can check out Somnilopod on Patreon for my bi-weekly ritual and the tips that I use to put it all together. It can sometimes be a little scary. Third, and this one is underrated, track changes to your medications. Anytime a medication is added or stopped or adjusted, update that list. Even something as simple as, started a new dose on March 10th. And what this does, this helps you connect the dots if something changes. If later, your sleep or your energy or some side effect changes, it helps you connect those dots so that you can talk to your practitioner and say, I started taking this on the 10th and I've noticed X, Y, and Z. And finally, don't underestimate the power of reminders, phone alarms, calendar alerts, even sticky notes can help until the routine sticks. Consistency beats memory every single time. And let's talk a little bit about supplements for a moment, because this is where things can get a little bit murky. Vitamins, herbs, and natural products can be helpful, but natural does not mean inactive. Supplements can affect things like blood clotting and blood pressure, heart rhythm, liver enzymes, and even sedation levels. Some things actually amplify prescription medications and others can weaken them. A common example, and this is something I found out recently, garlic, turmeric, ginger, and fish oil, all of which I take, can affect bleeding risk. Certain sleep aids can compound drowsiness. Some herbal products interfere with how medications are absorbed and metabolized. And again, this doesn't mean you should panic or stop everything. It means simply that supplements deserve the same respect as prescriptions. They belong on your medication list, every single one of them, even if it's a tea that you're drinking at night. Put it on that list. If a healthcare provider does not ask about supplements, and believe me, often they don't, volunteer that information. Take the time to talk to your pharmacist. I'm telling you, that's a conversation that anyone can have, and that alone can prevent problems before they start. Because here's a little secret from inside the healthcare world. Pharmacists are interaction detectives. They are trained to spot conflicts between medications, supplements, and over-the-counter products. They see patterns most of us never would. And unlike a rushed appointment with your physician, many pharmacists can sit down with you and just review your full list without there being an exam table required. If you take multiple medications, just ask for a medication review once a year, say on your birthday, or anytime something significant changes. It's one of the simplest ways to add a layer of safety and of confidence and of understanding to your medication routine. Now, what does all of this have to do with sleep, you ask? Well, simple answer, medications can quietly shape how you feel, both day and night. Some affect our alertness, some fragment sleep, some increase nighttime bathroom trips. Others influence heart rate and breathing during sleep. And when sleep feels off, medications are often part of the story, especially if things have been fine and a medication is changed and you notice something's a little different. Even when they're doing exactly what they're supposed to do, they can still cause things to be a little different. Understanding your medications gives you better questions to ask and better conversations to have with your providers. And that gives you better insight into your own body. And that's what really affects wellness, that insight into what you're doing, how you're doing it, and how it can affect you. And look, managing medications, it's really all about clarity. I know I often get boggled down by the fact that I take so many, and it's like, oh, this one, that one, what dose? Have we upped it? Have we reduced it? What's going on here? But you don't have to memorize everything. You don't have to become your own pharmacist. You just need a system that helps you stay informed and ask good questions and helps you to notice changes when they happen. And if this feels overwhelming, start small. One list, one conversation, one habit that makes things a little bit easier. Good sleep, good health, and overall wellness, they're built the same way. One thoughtful step at a time. I hope this has been informative for you. I know that it certainly has for me. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can email me at j@somnilopod.com, or you can check out the Patreon page. Please do check that out. It's going to be growing over time, and I really would like to get some of your feedback. So until we talk again, please remember to make sleep a priority.